Hello, my name is Anton Darwin, and in this presentation I'm going to show you a corporate notification software called DeskAlerts. DeskAlerts is the software for sending notifications to employees. Actually, you can send not only text messages but also rich content, HTML messages, or video files, images, audio files. You can use different kind of channels. You can send simple pop-up messages or scrolling tickers on user's desktop, or you can send surveys, quizzes. You can send screensavers, wallpapers, send text messages to mobile phones of your employees, and so on. Actually, DeskAlerts software use lots of corporations all around the world on all continents. Most of our customers are located in the Americas and Europe and Middle East. Well, DeskAlerts software actually consists of two parts. The first portion of DeskAlerts is called DeskAlerts Server. A DeskAlerts Server requires a Windows operating system, web server running, and MS SQL for the database. The second portion of the software is called DeskAlerts Agent. DeskAlerts Agent is an application that should be installed on the user PC to get pop-up messages and scrolling tickers. Actually, it's better to show you how our software looks and works. It's DeskAlerts Control Panel. So DeskAlerts Control Panel actually is a management tool where you create alert messages, where you manage users, and actually you do some things with the system. So first of all, I have to log into Control Panel. So I'm going to type in the login and password. So this is DeskAlerts Control Panel. On the left you can see the menu, and the working area is always on the left. So I'm going to close the help panel. It's very useful, but for the presentation I'm going to close it. And what I'm going to do right now is create some simple text message and send it to my desktop. To do this, I'm going to Alerts menu, and on the Alerts menu I click on Create button. What I can see is there a list of predefined skins. Skins are templates, visual templates for pop-up messages and also for scrolling tickers. We have list of predefined messages in our system, but for your corporation you can request some branded skin with your logo and corporate colors. In this case, for the presentation, I use the default one. I click on it, and on the next page I can see the visual editor, the main tool to compose your alert messages, and also some options that I'm going to review right after I create something for test purposes. Well, for the alert I need a title first of all. So let it be some simple notification, maybe a meeting invitation. So I will call it meeting invitation. Meeting invitation, and I need some text for our message. So it says something like the meeting will start at 10 p.m. for instance. The meeting will start at 2 p.m. PM, and I need a signature for. So let it be from, I don't know, IT department, IT departments. So well, good. Actually, that's enough, and this notification can be sent right away. Just clicking on send and next button at the bottom of this page. Also, I can click on preview before I send it. I can click on preview and see how the actual pop-up window will look like on user desktop. So this is our preview message, and that's exactly what user will get on its desktop. So before I do that, so just let me briefly review some options on this page. It's actually very interesting. So first of all, you can send this notification not only as pop-up message. You can use different channels at the same time. So it can be sent as pop-up message to user desktop, and at the same time you can use it for Twitter, for corporate Twitter, or for corporate blog. At the moment we support WordPress. Also, you can send it as a text message to user mobile devices and as a mail. So clicking on these checkboxes, we can send it right at the same time through different channels. And this option on the left side. So you can send this notification not just on the user desktop. Actually, if your notification has some high priority, you can check this box, urgent alert, and it will pop up in front of any active application on user desktop. Also, you can request reading confirmation clicking on this option. Very interesting options are auto close. It means you can set in minutes interval when this pop-up window will close automatically, or you can set lifetime period for your messages in minutes, in hours, or in days when the message will expire. You can also schedule your notification. Very flexible options for scheduling. You can set it daily, send it weekly, monthly, and so on. Lots of options. DeskAlerts pop-up window can be resized. You can set this option in these boxes, or send it even full screen. You can choose position. It will appear on user desktop. In this case, it will appear in the middle of the screen, but also you can send it to appear in the corners. So that's it about the options, and I think I'm ready to send it to my desktop. So as I already mentioned, I click on Save and Next button, and on the next page I need to select recipient. I can send it as a broadcast message. It means I'm going to send it to all users in the system, or selected recipients. So in my case, I'm going to send it only myself. In this case, I'm using search field to find my name in the list of users. Search. Yeah, I can see this. This is the user, and you can see the green icon. That means I'm online. I click on checkbox in front of my name. Okay, and click on send button. Actually, that's it. In a minute, it's about approximately in a minute, I will get this pop-up message on my desktop. By default, the client application requests a server for new messengers every minute, but this value can be changed when you create your custom application, when you purchase the software. Well, while we're waiting for the notification come, actually that's the notification. It was very quickly. It appeared on my desktop, so this is it, and I can close it and continue my presentation. So what else you can send with DeskAlerts? Actually, sometimes sending pop-up messages is not enough, so lots of our customers prefer to send less intrusive scrolling tickers. In this case, I'm using the same create button on the alerts menu and following to the add ticker tab just next to the add alert tab, and actually the same visual editor, the same options, just the same options, but in this case you will get not pop-up message but scrolling ticker. It can be shown at the bottom of the screen, at top of the screen, and in the middle of the screen. You can see these positions. So in my case, I choose to show the scrolling ticker at the bottom of the screen. So I need some text, maybe the same meeting invitation. And also I need some text in the main box. So meeting invitation. I can use preview, just exactly the same way I did with pop-up messages. So that's the preview. You can see this. And actually the same way I'm going to send it to my desktop. Save the next button. Select recipient. Click on search. Yeah, the user is online. I select this user and click on send button. The same time in interval, within a minute, I'm going to get it on my desktop. Well, so while we waiting for this new notification will pop up on my screen, I'm going to review other solutions in our software. Actually, we have lots of different channels to communicate with your employees. Actually, you can send surveys. Here there's our survey extension. You can also send news feeds, screensavers, wallpapers, and yeah, that's the scrolling ticker. It appeared at the bottom of my screen, and that's actually how it works. I'm going to close it. Well, if your company use Active Directory to manage your users, we have a solution for this. Our software supports as Active Directory, so as a novel e-directory technology. Almost the same, but both of these technologies are supported, so you can use your directory of employees and synchronize with our software. It's all possible. You can also synchronize with your directory even if you have more than one domain. It's also available. What else we have in this system as well? So for most of our companies, customers, it's really important to have detailed reports. So in DeskAlerts we have very detailed statistics on alerts sent or users who are online or offline. So for instance, we can see I can show you the statistics on the alerts, for example. For this, we go into the reports menu and click on alert statistics tab. So we have what I can see. We have two alerts that I just sent to my desktop, and clicking on the headline. So I'm clicking on headline. You can see that it was received once to my desktop. It means I opened it, and also I can see statistics who exactly received this notification. I'm clicking on this number, and what I can see, this is the name of the user who received this notification. Almost the same, I can use it searching statistics on recipients and clicking on the name. I can get information on this user. Well, actually, what else we have in this system? Sometimes it's important to have more than one account in the system. For instance, you're going to, at the moment I'm logging as administrator, but for instance in your company you have managers who will be sending notifications to your employees, and in this case you can create separate accounts with selected privileges. Actually, we call these accounts editors or publishers, and the privileges you can set for these users are called policies. I can show you how actually in the DeskAlerts you can easily create account and bind it to the policies. For this I'm going to use this menu, editors and publishers, and under editors and publishers I'm going to this page, clicking on add editor publisher. It means I'm going to send new account. I need some name for the new user, so it will be a manager account. So I'm setting some password and select policy. Actually, to select policy, first of all I need to create it in another tab. So I save this account with your name and password, clicking on add button. Well, before this I need to select some policy first of all. So I'm going to policies, and add new policy. Give this policy a name, so it could be administrator or editor, and get an access control list. I select what I'm going to allow from this manager. So in my case, let's allow this manager create desktop alerts, send view, and well, maybe stop it. Okay, send emails, create surveys, and stop surveys. Also, what I'm going to allow this user, well, wallpapers. It's a good idea to allow send wallpapers and create them. Okay, well, I think, yeah, and manage users. Well, just create. I'm not going to allow him delete users, maybe edit. Well, okay, that's enough. That's enough with access privileges. Also, what I'm going to allow these users, I'm going to allow him send alerts to the selected list of recipients. So for this I'm going to this tab and select users, groups, or organizational units from your Active Directory. So I'm just clicking on the names in a list. Okay, so that's the users I'm going to allow him send messages. I click on add button. Okay, for users I'm going to the groups tab, here the groups, and the list of groups I'm also clicking on, selecting those he can send notifications, and click on Add Tab again. Organizational units, I think, well, that's enough. Nothing with these options. Well, I think that's enough. Good list of users and groups, and all I need is just save this privilege, clicking on the button Save. Okay, so we have a new policy with the name policy, and as soon as I created this privilege, I need to create new editor account. So I'm going to select new name for this account. I'm again typing manager account, give it some password, and select policy from the list, and I'm searching the one I just created. So there, yeah, policy, that's the one I just created for this user. Sorry, yeah, policy. Okay, and all I have to do is just click on Add button. So we've just created the account, and next time user login with this account, he can do exactly those things I set for the user. Well, that's all about users and accounts. I think that was my brief presentation about our software. Well, more information about DeskAlerts you can find on our websites. More about extensions we have. More about technical requirements. Also, you can find their contact information. Thank you for your attention. If you need more information, just call us or send emails to our sales department. Well, thank you.